Hey everyone, we're live right now at the Paste Studio in New York with Not a Surf. Not a Surf, thank you for being here, man. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah. So congratulations to you on this leg of tour, having wrapped. You played a couple of New York shows, Music Hall on Friday night, and you played last night at Bowery Ballroom, sold out show last night. And then you've got 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks of a break, and before you head over to UK and Europe.
That's right. Start another one.
Nice. Well, dude, thank you for spending some of your break here in New York. We appreciate it very much. We're about to hear 3 songs today. 2 of them are from Never Not Together, which again, congratulations to you on that one because it comes out on Friday on Barsook.
Thank you.
And we're going to hear a fan favorite as well. What's coming up first?
First, we're going to play So Much Love, and this is a song about goodwill between people. You know, there's a lot of bad energy in the world, but there's more good energy, and it's just worth celebrating and holding on to get ready for things you got to go through. So yeah, So Much Love. Here goes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The weight of the world must have read my mind. So much love in the air, so much love, it's always there. How much love I can't say, just know I need to get out of its way. I'll fight to stay open, I'll fight to stay wild, I'll seek better nature, I'll find it like a child. How much love do you
Thank you guys for coming
thank
and
you.
sharing the music today. And I mean, so from the title of the song, So Much Love, the title of the album, Never Not Together, I mean, it's clear that the importance of bringing people together and building and fostering this community around the band, around the live shows is an extremely important part of what you guys do. And I mean, it ought to be one of the main goals of what every musician does, but you're very clearly that is a priority for you guys. Can you talk about some of the, in addition to creating this music and sharing it at live shows, some of the specific things that you're doing in order to make sure that that sense of community does exist and stays healthy, and you're lifting people up in that network of people who are following this music?
Yeah, well, I think maybe more than specific things we're doing, it's just the intention. You know, I think I'm gonna say this in very broad strokes, and I don't know if it's a truth shared by other bands necessarily, but you know, when you're young, you really sing about what's going on in your psyche and your inner troubles and your inner worries and stuff. But as you get a little older, hopefully life calms down a little bit, and then you're left with this question like, what are we doing, you know, and how can we be useful, and how can we take the friend energy that we have, you know, and getting so much strength and comfort from each other and sharing that with other people. You know, it doesn't totally direct the music, but it's in there, you know. It feels...
Yeah, I think it goes a little bit beyond the scope of the band itself.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like...
And the band's like a comfort thing for us too, you know, like we do it because it feels really good to do this.
Yeah.
When we create together, it's like a natural thing, a natural chemistry. So it's, I don't know, it's very pleasing. So that translates out. I think that's always translated out. It's a powerful thing to have at your command.
Yeah, and we did a one-off single last year called "Song for Congress," that is a way of, you know, saying to a congressperson what we might want to say to them in person, you know, and addressing the sort of divisiveness that there is now, and wishing that groupthink would take a back seat to duty in government, you know, that people working there would think about what should happen and how good it could be, and worry a little less about what team they're on. Yeah, I know that's wishful thinking, but it's still worth trying, I think.
You know, Matthew always says that the bad actors are louder.
Yeah.
So, you know, we try to, maybe it's our duty to try to be a little bit loud too.
This is us yelling.
But yeah, and exactly, and people get along, you know. It almost sounds Pollyanna to say it, but lately I've been talking about traffic a lot. Like, look at the traffic outside and people cooperating in these, you know, 4,000-pound hunks of steel. Everyone just wants to get to where they're going and not hit anybody, you know. And I think that is a human desire also, and maybe stronger than power, you know.
There's a university town in Holland where they decided to make a social experiment, and they turned off all the traffic lights.
Right.
And literally all the traffic lights were off. So accidents went down, traffic went down. Like, it was unbelievable, just because people were actually being careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And empathic, and well, I mean, I don't know if it would work in New York, but
it's tough. You got to choose your
there.
size city when you do that experiment, you know. But the concept is incredible. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you guys very much for coming here and sharing that message with us and sharing the music as well. The intention is coming across very clearly. You seem to be dudes who are really enjoying being around each other and enjoying sharing the music with everybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of happy people on the internet right now watching this. So there are a number of people on the other side of these screens who are stoked because of what you guys are doing. So it's coming across very clearly. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And there's quite a bit more music. You guys are going to do 2 more. Are you going to do what's coming up next?
So this is another new one. Off Never Not Together. It's called Looking for You, and the idea behind this song is that what you're looking for is looking for you too. So if there's something you want or need that you're thinking about, whether it's peace of mind or motivation or an answer to a question or energy or a better self or something, the idea is that thing that you're seeking is out there somewhere, lost, looking for you. In spirit form or whatever it is. And if you take a step in its direction, it sends a signal, and it'll hear you and turn towards your house and start walking in your direction. And I love this idea because it encourages one to take some kind of action. And I noticed in my own life that every time I'm invited somewhere, if once in a while I think, oh, I'm too tired or something for this event or a party, but when I do choose to go, invariably something good happens, you know. So when you take steps, you know, it's positive in a lot of ways, and it can build, you know. Anyway, all right, let me stop talking, and now here we go. It's Looking for You.
In the middle of a sleepless night, it sneaks in through my window. It takes its time, it stays nearby till I get down to zero. When I get so tired that I'm ready for a drink, I almost go downstairs where there's a bottle waiting for me if I find my way there. Here's where it speaks, asking me to freeze, whistling diamond days, telling me my dreams, and I'm looking for a higher vibration. It's fading, but I'll tell you what I know. I believe it will unlock every station. I believe it will untie every road. A doctor asked me to describe what I thought was my mission. I tried to think of something deep, it seemed beyond description. He said, it's right in front of you, it's only to be well, to take the days just as they come and try to ring some bells. And I'm ready for a high vibration. It's faint, but I'll tell you what I know. I believe it will unlock every station. I believe it will untie every rope. It loves you and it's headed to your window. It loves you and it's coming to your home. What you're looking for is looking for you too. What you're looking for is looking for you too. What you're looking
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
So I'm glad that beforehand you guys had a chance to check out I had a chance to show you the Springsteen tapes and some of the Cars tapes and the Tom Petty. And this goes all the way back to 1952 is the oldest tape in this room. So it makes for a pretty easy environment to talk about music and musical influences. But I mean, you guys have been around doing this for a decent amount of time. So it feels a bit strange to ask about musical influences when there are probably a long list of artists who you have influenced. So this is kind of just like a choose your own adventure question. I mean, either talk about artists who have been important to you over the years, or maybe contemporary artists who you admire right now who are really doing the thing. Just who is important to you right now, or what's on your playlist right now, or what are you listening to?
I wonder what my most. This is historically a very weird question for me because I always feel scrambled. You know, I love so much stuff. Right now Daniel's been cooking dinner at a couple of people's houses, and I keep on putting on the Saints, that Australian punk band, Radio Birdman, stuff like that. I'm back into old B-52s. And looking at this wall, it's just crazy, you know, Tom Petty.
Do you see the B-52s right at eye level right now? There's a B-52s tape, like right
Really?
there next to the Pretenders, I think it is.
I see the Pretenders. And there's the Who. The Who were my first favorite. Pete Townsend was like my first kind of like exterior father figure. You know, for some reason I felt so like energized and comforted by their music, and I felt understood. You know, just incredible. I think we're total music lovers, like almost everybody. I mean, it's such a universal enthusiasm. You know,
I'm back into NRBQ. Like,
Right,
it's something
yeah.
I used to love and got out of and back in. Like there's like a rock pile. Give me a break. This is unbelievable.
I know. And there's in the other room where Ken's at right now, there's a bunch of NRBQ, which you can check it out right afterwards. There's there's many NRBQ tapes from the Great American Music Hall from when it used to host music like that back in the 70s, 60s, and 70s.
I love Sylvan Esso. You know, more recent music. That's one of my real favorites.
One of the first recordings that we ever did, and it kind of freaked me out that you said that we've influenced people. I had never even thought of that. It's kind of freaky. But anyway, one of the first recordings that we ever did was up in, we went to Boston, which we just came from, and we went to record it for Apache. We didn't have a label or anything, so we paid for it ourselves, and it was because, you know, of all these bands that had recorded there, and so we went into the tape vault, and we're like, oh my God, like you have this, like what, it was like everything was there, Dinosaur and the Pixies and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we asked the engineer to just put up one of the tapes of like stuff that hadn't even seen the light of day. And it's like, you guys are going to waste your entire session.
Right. You can't get into that.
You're not, you can't go there.
Right.
Because we were just like, oh, screw our recording. Let's just listen to this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even look at this wall.
We just, with this new record, Never Not Together, we recorded at Rockfield Studios in Wales.
Right.
I'm a really big Echo and the Bunnymen fan, and the first 3 records were made there. And there's, you know, the tape library was silly. They, you know, as the engineers walking there, it's like, well, most of the bands have taken their stuff away, and meanwhile, there's like all these 2-inch tapes that say like alternate takes, unreleased tracks, etc. You know, it would be great. I'll ask you later if you guys have ever. Do you ever pull these down?
Very much. This used to be the job for like a lot of years.
My goodness.
For 5 years before we started recording these sessions in front of the tapes, we were transfer engineers, so we transferred all this stuff and put it all up on the website. So it used to be a all day, every day was just thousands of hours of Grateful Dead and Carlos Santana and Janis Joplin. And,
That's great.
We played at the Montreux Jazz Festival a couple of times, and their owner of the whole thing recorded basically every single show. Beatles, Hendrix, you name it, and he has this private theater, and anyway, he had an entire team of transferring, digitizing everything, and I mean, this man was insane, like crazy, like just his pinball machine collection would freak your biscuits, and so imagine what he had, like he filmed everything.
Yeah, well, like this,
and his place. He built an entire separate building with just like a server farm, basically.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, dude, if you guys, I don't know what the rest of your day looks like, but you're more than welcome to hang and go through tapes. And,
Thank you. Yeah. Well,
there's also there's a pinball machine in this collection as well. It's
great.
not here on site. It's in a warehouse somewhere. But there's a Ted Nugent pinball machine somewhere.
I'll take
That's
it.
great.
And there's more music, man. Thank you guys so much for chatting, for playing music today. What are you guys gonna do third and last today?
Third, this is a song called "Friend Hospital" off our previous record. You Know Who You Are. It's about platonic friendship and how valuable that is. Yeah. And I just saw a Talking Heads tape, and I'm very, very excited. All right. Friend Hospital, here we go. you.
Yes, thank you guys so much for coming through and doing it, man. We really appreciate it. We've got a good crowd right now. There's a lot of happy people watching this set, and there's a number of opportunities to see you guys in reality coming up pretty soon. You're going to be in all across the UK and Europe. That one that's starting February 25th. That's through the end of April, and then back to North America, end of May through June 7th. There's a ton of dates announced. They're all up at notasurf.com. And man, thank you for sharing the music, and best of luck on the album too. The album Never Not Together comes out on Friday on Bar Souk, so there's a lot of stuff happening right now. We really appreciate you guys sharing it with us today.
Thank you so much. As we were playing, I just want to say I want to put in a word for Aaron Lee Tazjan, who opened for us for 5 shows just now. Just incredible writer. So that's my new current favorite.
Did you
thing.
by any chance see he came in here on Friday before the music hall show? He did this at 12:30.
Oh,
and
man.
yeah, dude, he's
Yeah,
amazing.
you told me. Yeah.
So good. Well, man, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
and,
thanks for having a great
really
show.
been fun.
Very much.
Right.
Yeah.